Welcome to the channel. Today, I want to talk about the new 2018 MacBook Retina Pro with the Core i9 6-core processor. Now, I do have a 2013 Mac Pro, which is an 8-core and has dual D700 GPUs, the Radeon Fire Pros, which are very fast. However, I find myself using my MacBook everywhere I go as it's more convenient. And I was quite shocked to hear how fast the MacBook Pro was for 2018, and if it lived up to the expectations, I would be able to trade out my MacBook and my Mac Pro for the new MacBook Retina Pro. So I put the 2018 MacBook Pro head to head with my 2013 Mac Pro, and it beats it in pretty much every category, specifically in rendering video. I rendered a 6-minute video in 4K in Final Cut Pro, and it only took 5 minutes and 50 seconds with H.264 in 4K with multipass, whereas the Mac Pro took 17 minutes. So the MacBook Pro for 2018 is 3 times faster than the Mac Pro at rendering H.264. I also tested the MacBook Pro against the Mac Pro in Cinebench and Geekbench. Take a look. So here we go. On the right side, we got the MacBook Pro, and on the left, we have the old Mac Pro. Slightly better on the Mac Pro for CPU, but that's to be expected. But look at those frames per second on the video cards, 81 versus 108. Moving along to Geekbench, you can see side by side, the single-core score is almost 2,000 points higher, and the multi-core is almost identical, but the new Mac Pro is still 500 points ahead. Moving along to the video aspect of Geekbench, you'll see that the old Mac Pro does lead the way, 93,627 points versus 75,773. Going back to the CPU score on Geekbench, this clearly illustrates why the new MacBook Pro did better in H.264 rendering with multipass. It's almost 2,000 points more in single core, 5,600 versus 3,800, which is the most critical part of the CPU when rendering H.264.
The new MacBook Pro is awesome. The only thing you're going to have to get used to is the touch bar, and once you do, you will not understand how you lived without it before. It's just great. So if I'm browsing a website and I just want to go all the way up to the search bar, you can see how long it takes to go up there with a mouse to click. It takes about 2 seconds. Whereas with the touch bar, I can just touch right here and I'm instantly there to start typing. It's a really cool feature to have. Like I said, once you have it, it's going to be hard to go back without it. Refreshing the page is also as simple as touching it right here on the touch bar. A lot easier than hitting Command R to refresh. Not only that, you have your back and forward for your page browser. Your escape is on the left. You can also hit a favorites right here, and you can hit remove or done. You can adjust the brightness on the screen right here. You can hit the X, go right over to mute, unmute, or adjust your volume. The power button on the MacBook Pro is right over here, and hidden behind it is a scanner for your fingerprint, which is really cool how they hid that in the top of the touch bar. You can also open up new tabs by hitting this plus button right here, which is really cool. Have like a bunch of tabs open so fast. Now, right here, there's a little arrow beside the screen adjustment. If you touch that, it brings up this menu right here. You can still adjust your audio, your playing, fast forward, rewinding, which is part of your Apple iTunes, or you can adjust the brightness of the backlit keyboard. You can bring your apps up all at one time, and then this here is to show all windows. Or you can hit the X over here and bring it back to the way it was before. It's really cool, and once you get used to it, it is absolutely fantastic. The touchpad is a lot better than the old MacBook Pro. Fantastic. Definitely light years beyond the old one, and it's so much easier to use. Once you're used to it, you're going to love it. I also love the overall look of space gray. Much better than the old silver that the MacBooks used to come in.
Another really great feature is the touch bar allows you to trim and edit anything you're doing in Final Cut Pro. So basically, I'm scrolling in Final Cut Pro right now, and you're going to be able to do all kinds of adjustments inside of this menu right here. You have all kinds of Final Cut Pro adjustment tools at the top, which makes it so much easier when you're trying to edit. It's really seamless when you're using Final Cut Pro with the new MacBook Pro. So as you guys can see from the results, it's pretty much insane how the new MacBook Retina Pro beats the Mac Pro in the single score, the multi-score, in Geekbench, as well as the Cinebench for the CPU and the GPU. After seeing those results, it's pretty incredible what they've done with the MacBook Pro. I don't have any issues with throttling or overheating on my MacBook, but Mojave has fixed that issue since it was already fixed in High Sierra anyway. My old MacBook Retina Pro had the GeForce 750M, and it only got 42 frames per second. That's it in the Cinebench, whereas 108 is how many frames per second the new MacBook Pro gets with the Vega 20 video card. Now, if this is not enough video power for you, you can definitely check out on Apple's website Blackmagic Design's eGPU. It plugs right into the Thunderbolt 3 port or USB-C, and it's directly compatible with the new Mojave software and the MacBook Pro, giving you a GTX 560, 580, or even the new Vega 56, which is insane GPU capabilities for the new MacBook Pro. It blows the Mac Pro out of the water when it comes to this kind of speed and potential. Basically, if you grab one of those for $899, you're going to be able to turn your MacBook Pro into the ultimate gaming and video production system and be able to take it anywhere you go, unlike a Mac Pro. All you have to do is put your MacBook and your power cable and the eGPU in a carrying case, and you can go anywhere. You pretty much have a mobile workstation that's going to fit in a backpack. The new MacBook Retina Pro is just insane. That 8950 processor is just super fast, and the Radeon Vega 20 is just an amazing GPU for a laptop of this size. I cannot believe how much they have fit into this little case, which is why I like to run my fans on high if I'm doing any video editing, just to keep things cool. Overall, the ergonomics of the case is much better than the old MacBook Retina. It's an overall easier MacBook to use, and of course, the touch bar is super easy as well. It is really the ultimate editing laptop as well as gaming laptop with Boot Camp for Mac. There's never been a MacBook that's been this fast or capable, especially with that eGPU that they're now selling on Apple's website. And I definitely recommend checking it out if you are using Apple and strictly Apple for editing or gaming, and you don't want to lug around your Mac Pro, moving to different locations, whether you're filming or you're gaming. Whether you have the Mac Pro or a MacBook Pro, if neither of them are fast enough for what you're doing and you want more power and you want the capabilities of being able to be mobile but not have to switch to a Windows machine, this is the answer. I definitely recommend it. But that's going to do it for this video. I'm hoping you guys learned something and enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel and stopping in for the first time, subscribe, comment, like, and for all my returning subscribers, thanks so much for watching all these videos. Until the next video, take care and have a great night.